Funding Ohio's libraries. A push for funding just hours ago. Leaders with the Columbus Metropolitan Library system dropped thousands of postcards off at the State House. The goal here, well, to ask state lawmakers to protect library funding in the upcoming budget. 10 Investigates reporter Rochelle Aline was there for today's delivery.
And she joins us now with what library leaders say is at stake.
Yeah, they dropped off 5,000 of these postcards, all with a special message written on the back from community members telling lawmakers why libraries are so important to them. So here's a concern. We spoke to library leaders and they tell 10 TV there's a concern that in the current version of this budget, their funding is being changed from guaranteed money from the General Revenue Fund to a line item in the budget. Now that's important to them because it means instead of having guaranteed money every year, they would have to lobby for their money every budget session. They're concerned that change could impact services.
That's a less stable form of funding for libraries. It makes it a lot more difficult for us to budget for the future and make the investments that we need in renovations, new materials and programs and services that the community relies on.
Ultimately, we're still waiting to see what Senate leaders decide. The budget is expected to be finalized by the end of this month. In Columbus, Rochelle Aline, 10 TV News.
Rochelle, thank you. Now, the Director of Communications for the Ohio Senate Majority Caucus released this statement to us saying Ohio spends 12 times the national average per capita, nearly $1 billion on libraries. In fact, it goes on to say they have been funded at the same level as the local government fund, which helps fund the brave people who protect and serve their communities every day. That's 251 library systems in Ohio receiving the same percentage of funding as 3,000 political subdivisions in the state that employ police and firefighters, end quote.